everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going through my online sales as a part-time reseller between the dates of October 20th through November 2nd. It's totally crazy that we are now in November. I resell clothes mainly on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Depop, so let's jump right into my sales. All right, guys, so I'm going to be going through every single listing and sale from the past 2 weeks. So it's going to be a lot. This video is going to be very long, but I just wanted to go through every single sale because I felt that it was important. We're going to start off with Mercari, where I sold this pair of Cozy Earth white cream elastic waist bamboo jogger pajama pants, size 2XL. In my description, I put the keywords soft, smooth, buttery, cooling, pockets, breathable, neutral, comfy, travel, as well as vacation. I got this little paragraph directly from Cozy Earth's website. I bought these at a Deseret Industries thrift store a little more than 4 months ago. I paid $5. I actually got a whole lot of these white pajama pants, but I paid $5 each. This particular pair sold for $18.84, so I made $13.84. I picked up these pants because Cozy Earth is a great pajama reselling brand to be on the lookout for. And these were new without tags, and I was able to find some great stock photos, so definitely would pick those up again. Let's move on now to Mercari, where I sold these True Religion women's low-rise, colorful seam stitch Joey skinny jeans, size 28. Joey was the style name of these True Religion jeans. It says right there on the tag, Joey. In my description, I put the keywords Western Rodeo, Festival, Sexy, Standout, Country, and Casual. I did not know the fit of these jeans, but I said that they appear to be a skinny style. Actually, on Poshmark and eBay, I added the keyword Y2K to these pair of jeans before they sold on Mercari because I thought that the seam detailing and the gaudiness of the pants kind of made them Y2K, but they sold on Mercari without that Y2K keyword. These actually took a long time. I bought them back in January. I don't know the specific day, but it was back in January at a Goodwill. I paid $7.99 for these jeans. These did sell for $30, which I was so shocked by. I believe I had them listed for $35 originally, and I accepted a $30 offer, or maybe I lowered them to $30, but nonetheless, they sold for $30, and so my profit is $22. Not sure if I would pick up True Religion jeans again. I've actually haven't come across a pair of True Religion jeans since I bought these ones. I think that men's True Religion jeans have a following, but I don't know if the same is true for women's. And so just glad to have those in my closet and make a pretty good profit. $22 is not bad. Last thing to sell on Mercari is this JS Collections Red Mesh Romantic Holiday Sweetheart Knee Length Dress, size 14. In my keywords in my description, I put flowy, short sleeve, Christmas prom, ribbed Valentine, semi-formal, event flattering, and date night. I bought this dress at the Goodwill outlet for $3. This dress only took 6 days to sell. It was actually sitting unlisted in my inventory for a while because I had to clean up the sash. There was a sash that came with the dress, but it was dirty, and so I had to get the stain out of that. The little loopholes where the belt sash is supposed to go had come undone. But this only took 6 days to sell. I got a $23 offer, which I accepted because it was such a quick sale, and I think I only had it listed for $30 originally. And so my profit is $20. Would definitely pick this dress up again. The main reason I bought it from the Goodwill outlet is because it's a red dress, and women are looking for red and green dresses around this time of the year to wear for the holidays, Christmas season, stuff like that. I know that I have always shopped online for red and green dresses during this holiday season. So that's mainly the reason why I picked up this dress. JS Collections is a expensive brand new, but I don't really know the resale market on this. This was mostly a style-based pickup. Not sure if I would pick up this dress in any other time of the year. Let's move on now to Depop, where I made this sale. This is a $25 sale. This is a pair of Kulhan burgundy shiny leather arch support dressy kilty loafers, size 10.5B. I actually sell men's dress shoes really well on Depop. I don't know what the reason for that is. I don't sell them for a ton. I had this originally listed for $35. It sold for $25. Like I said, these were in excellent condition. I picked them up from the Goodwill outlet for about, it was like $4. Yeah, I my cost of goods as $4. I don't know when I bought these from the Goodwill outlet, but I know that it was recently. They sold within a couple of weeks. Since they sold for $25, my profit is $19.73. So not too shabby at all, especially for a quick flip. And in my description, I put the keywords wedding, church, quality, business, office workwear, professional, and preppy, as well as minimalist. I would definitely pick these up again. Cole Haans in really excellent condition like this sell for like $20 to $30 for me in a quick time frame. So I'm going to be picking them up whenever I can from the Goodwill outlet. Next thing to sell is this item, which I've been waiting to sell. This only sold for $17. This is a vintage Victoria's Secret sexy floral red green robe size medium large. In my description, I put the keywords Valentine's Day, spa day, treat yourself, comfy, self care, as well as romantic, adjustable waist, gold label, satin feel on the outside, terry cloth feel on the inside. I actually bought this robe from a Deseret Industries thrift store 267 days ago and I paid $7. I originally had this listed much higher at like $40. Ended up lowering the price to $25. It sold for $17, like I said. And so my profit is $10. I have not come across any other vintage Victoria's Secret gold label since I purchased this, but I'm not sure I'm going to pick this up in the future. This had a ton of interest, but no one really seemed to bite the bullet. And so I think that this isn't going to be something that I pick up in the future. So glad to have it out of my closet. Let's move on now to the next thing I sold on Depop, which was actually not a clothing item. This is a Star Wars The Complete Saga 2011 on Blu-ray disc and Rogue One on Blu-ray as well. My husband actually listed this listing for me on eBay and then I just cross-listed it. All he put in the description was all discs in great condition, slight corner damage on Rogue One box cover, see last picture, but that's essentially it. I listed this for $25. It sold for $20. And this only took 7 days to sell. My cost of goods on this was actually $0. We actually got this pair of DVDs in the mail several years ago when me and my husband were first married. Someone had delivered this pack of DVDs to our house, and the person who lived there before us had moved. So we didn't really know what to do with them. We just kept them, but we never used them. And so we just decided to list them. So cost of goods, $0, sold for $20. And so our profit is $18.89. Super glad, happy with this sale. I know that specific DVDs or Blu-ray can sell for good money. And so I definitely know there's a market for that. So definitely something to look into more if you're interested in selling more than just clothing. All right, this next sale is another pair of Cole Haans, which is awesome. These were also found at the Goodwill outlet by my husband. So we paid around $4. This is actually a Cole Haan Nike Air collab, but you couldn't put Nike Air and Cole Haan in the same title on eBay for some reason. I don't know why that is. But for my title for these loafers, I put Cole Haan burgundy leather slip-on preppy tassel loafers size 9.5. And then my husband added the style code here. In my description, I put the keywords handsome, church, wedding, business, office, career, academic, teacher, and minimalist. They were in excellent condition. Essentially brand new, really, really nice condition. These also sold for $25. And these took Yes, these took 11 days to sell, so pretty quick flip. Sold for 25, like I said, and my profit is $19.73. We'll be keeping my eye out for Cole Haan dressy loafers at the Goodwill outlet. I know that thrift stores can mark up their dress shoes, and so I'm not sure if I would pay like $8 to $10 for these pair of loafers, but at the bins for $4, sign me up. Really happy with that sale. Next thing to sell are these. So these have quite a story. These are a pair of Guess brown leather gold buckle wedge Y2K 90 slip-on wedge shoes size 8.5. In my description and keywords, I put feminine, chunky, sexy, fashionable, streetwear, boho, hippie, gypsy, beach, leather, neutral, and Y2K, as well as cottage. I actually bought these from the Goodwill outlet. I think it was like the end of last year, the beginning of this year, and I had them listed, but then I unlisted them because I decided I wanted to keep them. But then I wore them for one day and they were super uncomfortable because I have wide feet and they're more practical for a slimmer foot. And so I decided to list them again, although I did add a little bit of wear to the front area. So I did make note of that. I did model these shoes as you can see. Let's see, from the time I listed them a second time, it only took 23 days. So that's pretty quick. Paid around $3, had listed for 28, they sold for $18, and so my profit is $13.96. This was mostly a style-based pickup because they were very Y2K. I liked the gold chunky buckle. Definitely something I would get in the future from the Goodwill outlet. All right, next up is this JW style cream orange Aztec boho beaded long sleeve lightweight shirt size extra large. In my description, I put the keywords geometric, breathable, 100% cotton, bohemian, festival, artsy, lightweight, and casual. I bought this blouse from the Goodwill outlet and I marked my cost of goods as $2 just because sometimes I take a few losses from things I pick from the Goodwill outlet and then I get home and I realize there's a stain or a hole or something. And so I just throw the item away because it's too hard to repair or fix and I don't want to take the time. So I just put my cost of goods for this $2. This took 7 days to sell, really quick flip. It only sold for $15, but my profit was still $12.06. Originally had this listed for $25, but was happy to accept that $15 offer because this was essentially just a style-based pickup. I liked that it was a size extra large, and I thought the beading along the top was very Anthropologie inspired, also kind of free people looking, and it was just really unique. I love the colorway and the oranges, so definitely something I would pick up in the future, only at the Goodwill outlet, though, not from a regular thrift store, just because I don't feel like maybe in a plus size, if it was like a 2XL, 3XL, I might consider getting this from a regular thrift store, but in non plus sizes, probably not. Next, I sold this. This is the last thing I sold on Depop. This is a Rossetti dark green textured leather Y2K glam small mini handbag purse. This was very clean, had no imperfections. In my description, I put the keyword celebrity going out, date night satchel, vintage, feminine, girlhood core, maximalism, glam, and that's it. I was going to say Y2K, but I put Y2K in my description. I actually bought this purse from the Goodwill outlet, and I put my cost of goods as $5 just because I think I took a lot of losses on this particular day that I had my haul from stuff from the Goodwill outlet. I picked this up mainly because of style. It reminded me of Y2K, but it was also kind of a mini size. It was a little smaller than a size medium. And I know that that's trending right now. Mini handbags that are just Y2K inspired. I loved the textured detail too of the leather, and it was essentially in brand new condition. So I did pick it up. This only took 17 days to sell. I listed it for 28, sold for $24. I bought it for $5 if I didn't already say that. And my profit is $17.76. So really, really happy with that. Definitely something I would pick up again in the future, even from a regular thrift store, because usually thrift stores sell purses like this, at least the thrift stores I usually go to sell them for around $5 to $8, which isn't bad, turning that into $24. Let's move on to eBay now. All right, first thing to sell is this Tracy Porter Anthropologie Floral Mixed Media Fairy Grunge Artsy Blouse size 426. In my description, I put whimsy goth wearable art, boho v-neck short sleeve feminine and stretchy. I bought this shirt from the Goodwill outlet and I put my cost of goods as $2. This item sold for $28 and it sold very, very quickly. I can't remember how many days it was, but I think it was like 2 days or something. I couldn't find this on my sheet. My husband made me a new, what's it called? I can't think of the name right now, but he made me a new tracking sheet and this wasn't on the new tracking sheet, but I know that this sold very quickly. I believe it was within 2 days, like I said. I don't know my exact profit, but you can kind of calculate it in your head, turning $2 into $28 minus my cost of goods, which was $2, and then the 9% promotion fee I have, and then eBay's fees. So it was a pretty good profit still. This was a Anthropologie brand, but the reason I originally picked this up was because the mixed media I just thought was gorgeous. I mean, it was such a unique top, very artsy, excuse me, very fairy grunge, and it is an Anthropologie brand, but I would still get this shirt even if it was Anthropologie because of how artsy and beautiful this shirt was. Would definitely pick this item up again. Let's move on now to the next sale, which was this vintage red multicolor whimsy goth 90s Y2K elastic waist maxi skirt size 24W. In my style tags, I put flowy 70s, eclectic, unique pattern, avant-garde, party, colorful, and boho. I bought this skirt at a Deseret Industries thrift store for, I believe, $6. This also wasn't on my new tracking sheet, and so it wasn't 100% sure. I had this listed for $25. It sold for $20 that I believe that I offered someone who was watching the item. I don't know how many months this took to sell, but I believe it was around 4 months. I bought this skirt mainly because it was a plus size, but also I loved the pattern. It was very whimsy goth to me. It didn't have a brand, but the waist was also an elastic waist, and it was a maxi skirt. Maxi skirts that have this really cool, unique pattern and are vintage or even sometimes modern that you can classify as whimsy goth, fairy grunge, or just plain fairy using those keywords. And if you can justify using those keywords on a skirt, a maxi skirt like this, you can sell them for around $20 to $25 pretty quickly. This particular skirt was getting a ton of interest on Mercari, and someone finally bought it on eBay, but would definitely pick this skirt up again. I just love the pattern, and it was just $6 into $20, but not too bad of profit, honestly. Would do it again. Next thing to sell were these. This is a pair of Clark's black leather brown button cushion slip-on Lisa Grace sandals size 5.5. I would not pick these up from a regular thrift store, but I did get these from the Goodwill outlet for, let's see, I put my cost of goods as $2. I listed these for $25. They sold for $20. So my profit is $13.20. In my description, I put the keywords beach, travel, vacation, round toe, comfortable, neutral, resort wear, everyday, and slide. These sandals actually sold a lot quicker than I thought they would because we're not in the right season for a pair of shoes like this, but maybe someone bought them for a vacation. Who knows? And these only took 27 days to sell. I love picking up Clarks from the Goodwill outlet, and I will pick them up from the regular thrift store on occasion. They have to be a specific style, a more substantial piece, and the right season. So I would definitely not pick up a pair of Clark sandals at the thrift store in this season. But from the Goodwill outlet, I always say yes. Next thing to sell, which is really exciting. This is a Sino black white 100% cotton lightweight button up Medina shirt size extra large. In my description, I put beachy, feminine, embroidered, business casual, and resort wear. I also had this little sentence that I got from, I believe, either from Sino's website directly or from another place that was selling the same shirt, but it said crinkle voila fabric with roll-up sleeves and ribbon detail. It was also 100% cotton. There was a tiny orange spot underneath the collar, but it was underneath the collar, so it didn't really matter. Sino is actually a really great brand. Their shirts are very expensive brand new. As you can tell, I thought this one was beautiful. It originally stuck out to me at the Goodwill outlet because it was such a fun print. I probably would have picked it up even if it wasn't the Bolo brand Sino. I put my cost of goods as $2. I listed this for $40. It sold for $34. And since this wasn't on my news sheet, I don't know how long this took to sell, but I believe that it was less than a week because it was a very quick flip and I was able to get that awesome stock photo. Definitely something I would pick up again. All right. This is a We the Free, Come As You Are, A-line medium wash denim maxi skirt, size 10. In my description, I put boho, casual, modest, quality, and trendy. I also got this paragraph directly from Free People's website. This is definitely something that I would pick up at the regular thrift store, but this was actually my mom's and it was a little too big for her, so she gave to me to sell for her. This sold for $85, my full asking price. I mean, I see why. It only retailed for like $115 or something, but it was sold out on Free People's website and it is in maxi length, A-line style, very trendy, and has a lot of attention. It was also a bigger size 10, and so I think that's why it sold so quickly. This took less than a month to sell. I don't know the exact time frame again because it wasn't on the news sheet, but if I were to find this in the thrift store, I would definitely pick this up. We the Free pants don't really sell well unless they're like a wide leg or flare leg. I do have a few straight leg jeans from We the Free People brand, but I would not recommend picking them up unless maybe you got them from the Goodwill outlet. Next, I sold these. This is a pair of Cozy Earth dark gray bamboo, soft, smooth, comfy, excuse me, jogger pant size 2XL. Here's another Cozy Earth piece to sell. If you watch my what sold videos, I think I sell a Cozy Earth piece either every week or every 2 weeks. In my description, I put the style tags: neutral, cooling, elastic waistband, lounge pants, and loungewear. I also got this paragraph directly from Cozy Earth's website. I listed this for $40. It sold for $25. I accepted a $25 offer. These pants took a little more than 4 months to sell, just like those white pair of pants that I sold on Mercari. I would definitely pick these up again, but like I said, I have back stock of these. I have a ton of pairs. So if you are interested in a men's size 2XL, new without tags, Cozy Earth pajamas, hit up any of the platforms that I resell on, because I'm happy to sell them to you for a great price. Let's move on now to the next sale. I sold this. This is a pair of UGG Australia waterproof brown leather lace-up ankle work insulated boot, size 11. In my description, I put the style tags: insulate, quality, insulation, neutral, sturdy tread, hiking, camping, fishing, and outdoor. I love the brand UGG Australia. You have to make sure that the shoe is authentic, though. They sell a lot of fakes, especially on DHgate, stuff like that. Places like that, they make fakes of, and so definitely learn how to tell the difference between real Uggs and fake Uggs. I have bought a pair of fake Uggs before. You have to watch out for the fakes, specifically in the style they're most known for, which is like the tall, furry moccasin boot, you know what we're all talking about, right? I got these at a garage sale for only 50 cents, which is why I picked them up. I probably wouldn't have paid any more for them just because of that major leather stain discoloration on that one boot. I have these listed for $25. I did accept a $15 offer, but that's not too bad. 50 cents into $15. And I did buy these back in May, so it has been a few months for them to sell, but we are back in winter now, and so I think that's a reason that they sold. But the tread on these was left excellent, which is why I believe that I knew they would sell, because the tread was still in excellent condition. I always keep my eye out for Uggs. This next thing to sell is this cool men's gray turtleneck zip-up jacket, athletic outdoor pockets, size extra large. Cool, KUHL is a great outdoor brand to be on the lookout for. It does sell for bread and butter pricing, but I still like to pick it up from the Goodwill outlet as well as regular thrift stores. This cool men's jacket was personalized with this company Marcella, but I thought it was cool and I still like the jacket, so I did pick it up. This is a cool men's gray turtleneck zip-up jacket, athletic outdoor pockets, size extra large. In my description, I put the style keywords: winter, running, active wear, hiking, camping, warmth, athletic, stretch, comfort, and comfy. I had this jacket listed for $25. It sold for my full asking price. I bought this at a Desert Industries thrift store for $6. Would definitely pick this jacket up. Again, like I said, I love buying cool to resell, and this took around 3 months to resell. I don't have the exact date because this wasn't on the new sheet, but happy with this sale. Was happy when I got that sold notification come through on my phone. Next, we have this J. Crew Fiona wool soft autumn tan ruffle button-up jacket blazer, size 6. In my description, I put dainty, feminine, girly, business casual, fall layering, and coquette. I think I got this description. No, I think I actually came up with this sentence myself. I said a timeless jacket with front collar ruffles, 3-button closure, and patch pockets, fully lined. It was really hard for me to capture the color of this blazer, so I was able to get someone else's photo that they had taken a picture of, which showed the item more tan and less orange. I actually bought this from the Goodwill outlet. I put my cost of goods as $3, and I listed this for $40. It sold for $30, and so my profit is $19.80. This particular J. Crew blazer took 120 days to sell. J. Crew, their brand is a brand to keep an eye out for. Not everything sells. It's not you see the brand and ultimately just buy it because of the brand. But J. Crew blazers in particular do resell well because They're just known for their quality. I could not get a stock photo for this particular blazer, but I really loved the ruffle details. That is why I was able to add the keyword coquette. Picked this blazer up from the Goodwill outlet. It was actually in a miscellaneous bin, just chilling. And I thought, is this J. Crew? Why did no one pick this up? It's in excellent condition. So that was a great way to start my bins trip that day. Next sale is this Ariat Expert Hera black leather slip resistant work platform clog size H.5B. In my description, I put the keyword tags full grain leather, heavy duty, supportive, comfortable, comfy, neutral, heels, and nurse. I said that there was some minor wear to the toe area. I did buy these from the Goodwill outlet. I buy a lot of my inventory from the Goodwill outlet just because I can get stuff for really cheap, and subsequently I can sell my items for less than if I sourced more from regular thrift stores. Bought these for $4. They sold for $35, and so I make $22.60. And these took 134 days to sell, but I'm still happy with that because I didn't have that much money invested into them. I also love the brand Ariat. It does have a really great sell-through rate. I don't think they're known for their clogs though, but I knew that they would sell because they are Ariat and they were in pretty good condition. Would definitely pick these up again. Next thing to sell is this Solomon black 1/3 zip mock neck mesh sporty athletic jacket pullover size extra large. Solomon is a outdoor brand. They're known for their shoes. They also do sell outerwear and athletic clothing like this jacket. In my description, I put the keywords fitness, outdoor, leisure, running, workout, gym, training, and walking. I bought this jacket from the Goodwill outlet for $3. I listed it for $32. It sold for $28. And so I make $18.28. And this only took 2 days to sell, which is absolutely crazy. I think there were actually 2 watchers on it. When the item sold, I offered $28, and one of the watchers accepted. I might have been able to get more for this if I held out, but I'm really happy with a quick flip. Would definitely pick this up again. Next thing to sell is this Madewell, the high-rise slim boyfriend stretch medium wash jeans, size 30. Now, Madewell, I come across a lot of their jeans at the thrift store. I try to stick to non-skinny styles and in bigger sizes, and you have to make sure they're in good condition. I loved the style of these. They were a size 30 and they were the slim boyfriend, so they were not a skinny style. In my description, I put the keywords casual, everyday, stressed, shaping, feminine, and school. I got this sentence directly from Madewell's website. It says, sits above hip, fitted through hip and thigh with a slim, relaxed leg. I bought this, I can't remember where. I think it was at a Goodwill, but it might have been at a Deseret Industries thrift store. Paid $5, sold for $30, so I make $17.80. And these jeans took 85 days to sell. Would pick these jeans up again. This is a dark wash denim, button-up sleeveless, stretchy cottagecore knee-length dress, size extra large. In my description, I put the style tags, neutral, versatile, feminine, 90s, casual, flattering, closet staple, jean dress, college, school, and modest. I do put style tag 90s a lot for denim pieces because denim, I feel like, was very trendy in the 90s, and so I do try to include that in my keywords, although eBay doesn't take keywords from your description. I like to put those keywords in the theme section instead so that it will still show up on eBay results. I bought this dress from the Goodwill outlet for $3. It sold for $28. And so my profit is $18.28. And this only took 9 days to sell. I was very shocked by how quick this sold. There was no size tag. It had been cut out, but it measured at a size extra large. I think it just sold because it was a bigger size and it was cute. You know, it was minimalistic and cute. Something I would definitely pick up. Again, I'm always on the lookout for denim dresses because there is a market for them, especially in the larger sizes. Next thing to sell is this Polo Ralph Lauren cotton blue gingham short sleeve button down shirt size extra large. In my description, I put the style keywords travel, vacation, breathable, dance. Why did I put dance? Anyway, I put dance, Sunday, every day, and staple piece. I bought this shirt from a garage sale in a bundle of stuff for like $25, and so I just put my cost of goods as $2. Sometimes I like to put my cost of goods slightly slightly more than it is. And so I make more money than I think that I made. It makes me happy to do that. Had this polo listed for $22. That was a reduced price from what I originally had it at, which was $25. This polo or this button up shirt sold for $18. And so I make $11.68. And this shirt took 149 days to sell. I'm really happy about this next sale. We have another UGG shoes sale. UGGs sell so great around this time of the year. Even their non-boot styles, I'm pretty sure, sell well. And so definitely keep your eye out for the brand UGG. This is a UGG Australia black leather buckles Kensington sheepskin snow winter boots size 9. In my description, I put the keywords quality, warm, soft, travel, shearling, and comfy. I said that there was some wear to these shoes, but they were still essentially in really good condition. I bought these from the Goodwill outlet. I put my cost of goods as $4. They sold for my full asking price of $40. And so my profit is $26.40, which is a great profit. I love sales. Anything over $20 and then anything over $25 is super exciting. And these only took 23 days to sell. I actually thought they might sell on Depop because they were getting a lot of attention over there. But Depop charges a lot for their shipping, I feel like, when it comes to the more heavier items. This next sale is this new baby toddler pink Nike Air Force One walking cute sneakers, size 5.5. I debated on keeping these for my daughter who is actually getting close to walking. She's almost 15 months. But I can always get her a new pair of shoes at the thrift store, and I was just ready to have these out of my closet. In my description, I put the keywords. Oh, I guess I didn't add any keywords because I put this on eBay. On Poshmark, I do believe that I ended up like keywords later, but I did that they were like new because they were like new. I bought these from a Savers back in December of last year. So it has been a while. I paid, I think, $8.49 for them, but I put that I paid $9 on my tracking sheet. I had these listed for $26. They sold for $20.80. And so I make $6.81. Wouldn't pick these up again. I picked them up originally because I'm like, oh, they're Nike Air Force One, but they're a baby shoe. And so I think brand new, they only sell for anywhere from $35 to $60. And so I'm not going to be buying baby Nike shoes again, although these did have a lot of interest. No one bought them. And I said that I bought these back in December, but specifically they sold in 317 days. I sold this. This is a Piranha Sage Green nylon stretchy outdoor convertible bootcut Halle pants size 6. Now, when I bought these, I didn't realize that they were convertible pants, and convertible pants have a market because they're great for hiking because you can turn them into shorts or you can make them longer. Piranha is a great bread and butter outdoor brand. It definitely depends on the piece, but their pants have always done really well for me and they sell quickly for me. So definitely something to keep in mind if you ever come across Piranha at the thrift store and they're a pair of pants. In my description, I put the style tags: versatile hiking, camping, fishing, walking, trail, sporty, travel, adjustable waist, drawstring waist, elastic waist, neutral, utility, and grunge. I also got a paragraph or few sentences from Piranha's website directly. I bought these pants at a Desert Industries thrift store for $6, had them listed for $32. I believe I accepted a $24 offer, and so my profit is $12.24, and these only took 16 days to sell. These were getting a lot of attention on Mercari as well, so I definitely would be on the lookout for Piranha pants, specifically pants. This next thing to sell, we're now on the next page on my sheet, so that's exciting. This is a Flaw Vintage Pendleton Men navy blue single-breasted wool blazer size 20W or 2XL. In my description, I just put the style tags: gentleman, formal, business, wedding, and handsome. I bought this at a Revive thrift boutique when they were having like a clear out sale because they were moving locations, and I bought it because it is vintage Pendleton and it was a men's. But when I got home, I realized that one of the buttons was basically off and then the other button came off too. And then I also noticed a hole. So I listed this as flawed. This actually is sold once already on eBay, but the buyer never paid. And so the second time around, it sold for even cheaper for $12. I bought this for $5. Originally had this listed for $25, but once I found the flaws, I was thinking I wasn't going to get more than around $15 for it. So happy with $12. Don't know my profit, but it was very little, as you can imagine. I think I broke even, honestly. And I bought this back in March. I think it was March 22nd, actually, because I went on this big shopping trip right before my birthday, which is March 23rd. So yeah, would pick this up again. again in the future though if it was in pristine condition, because Pendleton men's vintage sweaters and blazers and stuff, I do believe, have a following and can resell well. This is a vintage silhouettes blue crochet cottagecore dolman sleeve knee-length dress size 20. In my description, I put the style keywords maiden lace, modest prairie, beach resort wear, swimsuit cover-up, button-up, v-neck, wide sleeves, log and look, and festival. I got this home and realized that the middle button was broken, but it could totally be fixed by a bobby pin, easy peasy. And so I still decided to list it. I bought this dress from the Goodwill outlet, and the reason I bought it is because it is vintage, it's a plus size, and it was very cottagecore. I love the lace detailing, and I love that it was also kind of like a sweater vest or a sweater dress, excuse me, because it was a kind of a cottony knit material. This was getting a lot of interest, I believe, on Mercari, but it never sold on Mercari, obviously. I put my cost of goods as $2, had this listed originally for $25, sold for $20. So my profit is $13.20, and this took 74 days to sell. Would definitely pick this item up again. It was a great style-based pickup, and I think I could have sold it for more like $25 to $30 had it not had that imperfection. Next thing to sell is this LL Bean Woman Pastel Green Soft Knit Midweight Slub Roll Neck Pullover size 3X. In my description, I put layering, fall, winter pastels, and round neck. I also got all these paragraphs or all these sentences which accumulate to one paragraph from LL Bean's website directly. I bought this at the Goodwill outlet for $2. I listed it for $25, sold for $15, which was an offer that I accepted, and so I made $9.40, and this took 115 days to sell. LL Bean is a good bread and butter brand. It obviously doesn't sell for a ton. I thought this would sell for more just because it is a size 3X, but it's happy to accept that offer. And sometimes on both Poshmark and eBay, I will accept lower baller offers, or I will accept lower offers than I would like, because sales prompt sales. If you are wanting to make sales and sales have been slow and you get a lowball offer, accept it, because that will help you in the eBay and Poshmark algorithms. This next sale I'm super excited about. This is a vintage Southwick Bourbon Bach green knit gold blazer suit jacket size 42. In my description, I put the keywords Christmas, holidays, dressy, business, wedding, novelty, one of a kind, unique, pop of color. There was no size tag, but the jacket measured at a size 42, and I just put it as a 42 regular because I didn't know if it was long or short, and I included the length measurements. The reason I bought this was because it was green. It was such a unique color. It was also vintage. I couldn't find any sold or listed comps, I believe, for this brand Southwick Bourbon Bach, but I did decide to pick this up because it was a green color, and people are looking for red and green around this Christmas season, and you don't come across this nice Christmas green very often when it comes to suit jackets and blazers. I bought this from the Goodwill outlet for $5, listed it for $35. It sold for my full asking price, and so I made $21.60. This only took 3 days to sell, so I think I could have maybe gotten like $40 to $45 for this, but I'm happy with that sale nonetheless. Would pick that up again. All right, next thing to sell is this Rachel Zoe navy blue stretchy straight leg high rise dressy career pants size 4. In my description, I put the keywords neutral, work, tailored, sleek, flattering, comfy, versatile, office, preppy, and minimalist. I bought these dress pants. Actually, my husband bought them from the Goodwill outlet. He took a lunch break during work and went to the Goodwill outlet and found these, and so he bought them because he actually did look them up on eBay, and they were going for 10 to for like it was more like $15 to $25, but I was wanting to move them quickly, so I just listed them for $20. Cost of goods was $2, sold for $16, and so we made $10.16. These only took 5 days to sell, which I was really shocked about, and it was a quick, easy $10, so we'll definitely do that again. I just realized I don't think I ever told you guys the keywords I put in my description. I put neutral, work, tailored, sleek, flattering, comfy, versatile, office, preppy, and minimalist, just to give you an idea of keywords I would put for a pair of dress pants. Next thing to sell is this Nike running black dry fit half zip reflective stretchy comfy hooded jacket size small. When it comes to Nike, I usually do pick it up from the Goodwill outlet because Nike is Nike, right? It always has a following, and especially when it comes to the swoosh or the swish, if the Nike piece has the visible swish, it is definitely more desirable, but I don't really pick up Nike from the regular thrift store unless it's a very specific style of shoes or clothing that I know will sell or I've done the research on it. This was from the Goodwill outlet, so I did buy it. In my description, I put the style tags: 5K marathon, workout fitness, athletic, leisure, flexible, gym, and neutral. I put my cost of goods for this at $3. It sold for my full asking price of $28, which I was shocked about. And so my profit is $18.28, and this jacket took 139 days to sell. So a little longer than I would like, but I really just thought this was a nice jacket and was happy that it sold. Next thing I sold was another thing from the Goodwill outlet. Surprise, surprise. This is an Old Navy men's navy blue fleece mock neck zip-up active jacket, size 3XL. In my description, I did put the keywords lightweight, versatile, travel, layering, warmth, and comfy. I mainly got this jacket because it is a size 3XL and bigger sizes sell better. It was also a men's jacket and it was fleece, and Old Navy actually can do well in certain pieces. I put my cost of goods as $3. It sold for my full asking price of $25, and so my profit is $16, and this took 215 days to sell, so a little bit longer than I would like, but we were back in the colder months, and so I think that is why it sold when it did. I sold the soft surroundings blue white tie-dye sheer gold embroidered tunic, size medium. In my description, I put 3/4 sleeve boho hippie log and look lightweight unique sparkle genie gypsy Indian. I did mention before how eBay will not take these keywords in your description and put them into the algorithm. So recently I've started putting them into the theme section of item specifics. So that way it does take from my keywords. And I feel like these keywords would have been beneficial to selling it sooner. I originally had this listed at $25, but when I ended up ending the listing and selling similar, I relisted it at $22. Bought this from the Goodwill outlet for $2. It did sell for $18, which was an offer I sent out, and it took around 3 months to sell. Soft surroundings, I have a love-hate relationship with, but this was such a really fun piece. I loved the pattern, and it was a tunic length, and I love the gold embroidery, so I did pick this up. It was also kind of tie-dye, and it was only a size medium, and definitely soft surroundings in larger sizes does well, but I think that the print and embroidery made up for it. Would definitely pick that item up again. Next, we have the Sorel black full grain leather Harlow waterproof rain Chelsea ankle boots, size 8. In my description, I put the keywords neutral, casual, fall, cute, minimalist, grunge, and contemporary. I also got a bunch of information from Sorel's website directly. I listed these for $28, and they had like 12 watchers before they sold. So I think I could have listed them for more, but I did list them for lower because there was a white mark on the inside of one of the shoes, and then another little faint white mark, and then another little faint white mark on the stretchy part. So I did only list them for $28. I bought these from a Deseret Industries thrift store for $6. They sold for $28, like I said. And so my profit was $15.28, and these only took 22 days to sell. I'll definitely pick those up again. I sold the Soya and Kayo black wool quilted button zip warm textured dressy coat jacket, size extra small. In my description, I put the keywords large lapel, which is just like the collar. I put warm neck, turtleneck, blue and black zebra print lining, quilted sleeves, fancy jacket, textured wool, single breasted, peacoat, and dark gray. I think I put gray spelled Grey and Gray. I think I put both of them because they're both the correct spelling of gray, which is, anyway, that's a whole other conversation. I bought this from a thrift store near me called The Other Side Thrift Boutique, and I paid $7 for it. It sold for $70. I originally had it listed for $100, and so I made $36.20, which is an amazing profit. This did take 238 days to sell, but we were back in the warm season, which is when people were buying coats again, and size extra small has a harder market. Brand Soya and Kayo is a great brand to be on the lookout for. It is very expensive brand new, and it can sell for pretty good money. As is shown here, $70 is a great profit in my opinion. Next thing to sell was this. This is a Walt Disney Mary Poppins vintage 1964 LP with booklet vinyl record album. Excuse me, I said that weird. In my description, I put the keywords nostalgia, music, dancing, Disneyland music, and collectible. I said there were several scratches on this vinyl, that some of the pages in the booklet had been ripped out, but it still sold for $14. So I'm happy with that because I got this record for free. So zero cost of goods, sold for $14. And so my profit was pretty good. And this took about 3 months to sell. Would definitely maybe pick this up from the regular thrift store if I got it for like $3 or something. I sold this ASOS denim woman's distressed medium wash around the neck overalls size 8. In my description, I put the keywords versatile, neutral, cute, one piece outfit, gardening, summer, spring, and classic. I do pick up overalls, essentially whatever the brand is. When it comes to the Goodwill outlet, I will pick up whatever brand the pair of overalls is if I buy it from the Goodwill outlet because cost of goods is so cheap. And overalls is always a trending style and desired item. I have to be more picky at the regular thrift store, but I did get this particular pair from the Goodwill outlet. I had these listed for $25. They sold for a full asking price of $25. I originally had them listed for $30, but I did end up selling similar or essentially relisting them at $25. And I paid $4 for them. And so I made $15 profit, and these sold in 185 days. ASOS isn't really a brand to be on the lookout for, but like I said, denim overalls. I liked how they were also a little bit unique. And instead of having straps, they had like a tie around the neck thing going on. I sold these Mercer Edit gray leather, lay it on me, shimmery slip on heeled mules, size 10 medium. I just realized I put size twice. Do you guys ever do that? You just put the same word twice, or you put the same word in your description and then the same keyword in your title too. Anyway, in my description, I put the keywords festival, neutral, classic, easy on, cowgirl, country, and quality. I bought these from the Goodwill outlet, mainly because of style. I really liked the sparkly look, and they were also kind of cowgirly to me. I liked the metal accent on the toe. There was a little wear on one of the toes, but it wasn't that bad. I bought these from the Goodwill outlet for $5, had them listed for $28. They sold for my full asking price, and so I made $16.28, and these took 136 days to sell. I do believe I would pick these up again, but probably only from the Goodwill outlet. That is all for eBay. Thanks for sticking through with me. All right, let's move on now to Poshmark. We got through all of eBay. Whew, we did it, you guys. All right, so my first sale from these 2 weeks on Poshmark was a bundle sale, which sold for $116. We have this Cozy Earth pair of pants. I already went through everything with these pair of pants on Mercari, so I will not go through that again. But one thing in this bundle also was this Brooks Adrenaline Silver Blue Purple GTS 17 tennis shoe sneakers, size 8.5. In my description, I put the keywords running, walking, travel, fitness, athleisure, athletic, gym, workout, bright, and reflective. I bought these from the Goodwill outlet, and I paid $3. I left the colorway on these. They were definitely a fun colorway, very unique. I have a few other Brooks for sale on all my reselling platforms, but they haven't sold. But I think the uniqueness of these, the fact that they're reflective, really helped them sell. Would definitely pick those up again, and those took 3-ish months to sell. The other thing in this bundle was this Sam Edelman black satin side zip low calf boots, high heel, like new, size 8.5. In my description, I put the keywords formal, classic, neutral, sexy, work, office, wedding, girls' night, cute, sock boot, and block heel. I bought these actually from a Savers back in December, the same trip I bought those Nike pink baby Air Force Ones, and I believe that I paid $11.49 for them. They sold in the bundle, and I would pick these up again. Sam Edelman is not really a brand that resells well, but I think the style was very classic and sexy and feminine and just sleek overall. But I wouldn't pay $11.49 for them in the future. And then last thing to sell in this bundle is another Cozy Earth piece, but this is a robe. This is a Cozy Earth woman's white bamboo, soft, smooth, tie-waist kimono robe, size 2XL. In my description, I put the keywords honeymoon, wedding, bridesmaids, cooling, and luxurious. I also got all this key information directly from Cozy Earth's website. Would pick that up again, but I have a lot of backstock. Like I always say, let's move on to the next sale. I sold this very, very quickly. This is a pair of Peter Millar brown cream khaki chino golf tailored straight leg pants, size 32. I included the keyword crown in my title because I looked on eBay and sold comps on the Peter Millar pants that were selling versus the ones that weren't selling, or the ones that were selling for more money included the keyword crown. And that's something I do like to do. I like to go on eBay sometimes and see what keywords made an item sell over other keywords and what made an item sell for more money, or what keywords made an item sell for more money over others. In my description, I put the keywords handsome, sporty, mid-rise, soft, comfortable, stretchy, dressy, and quality. Peter Millar is a good men's clothing brand. It doesn't sell for a ton, more bread and butter profit, but I wasn't going to pass this pair up when I found it at a Desert Industries thrift store for $5. It sold for $25. Don't know how long this took to sell. I believe it was 2 weeks around, but I know that it was less than a month. It wasn't on the new tracking sheet, and so I can't tell you guys exactly. I actually found this pair of pants on a back rack next to the changing rooms, so definitely don't skip on the changing rooms put back rack because sometimes you can find gems. Next thing to sell is this Voyager green and plaid Sherpa lined snap down jacket coat size medium. In my description, I put the style keywords warm, soft layering, winter handsome, thick outdoor hiking and camping. I mainly bought this jacket because I thought it was nice. I liked the plaid print. It was faux Sherpa. Voyager is a no-name brand. I didn't get it for the brand. It was essentially style-based, and because it was from the Goodwill outlet, I only paid $4. I originally had this jacket listed for, I believe, $28. I accepted a $20 offer, and so my profit is $12, and this only took 20 days to sell. So not bad at all. This is definitely the time to be selling style-based jackets and coats, no matter what the brand, because if it's like not a super expensive brand, but a brand that is 40, 60, closer to the $100 mark than the $0 mark, it can sell for bread and butter pricing. If you get it for cheap enough, it could be worth it to pick up and resell. Next thing to sell is this John P 100% linen pink casual lightweight long sleeve button down size 2XL. In my description, I don't know why I keep scrolling down so much. I'm used to being on eBay. I put the keywords breathable, beachy, travel resort wear, vacation, handsome, and quality. As you can see, a lot of people liked this item. This was completely style based. I got it because it was 100% linen and it was a plus size and it was a fun pink color, which is unique. I bought this from the Goodwill outlet for $2, had it listed for $25, sold for my full asking price, and so I made $18 profit, and this only took 3 days to sell, which is crazy. 100% linen is definitely a great material makeup to look out for. This next sale is this Burberry London men's gray casual straight leg jeans pants, size 34 regular. In my description, I put the keywords quality, luxury, neutral, and denim. There were 2 spots on, where are they? Right there, kind of near the crotch area. Yeah, 2 spots. I didn't want to try to get them out with water because the tag said dry clean only. These only sold for $12, but I did get them from the Goodwill outlet and they were flawed. So I'm happy with $12. I made a profit of $6.55, and these took 210 days to sell. Next, I sold this Untuck It blue-green long-sleeve button-down flannel plaid Capanel shirt size large. I just realized I misspelled the word button. Sometimes I do listings so fast that I make mistakes like that, like doing 2 words in a row that are the same or misspelling a simple word like button. Untuck It used to be a great bread and butter brand with a great sell-through rate, but it's kind of gone downhill. The reason I got this one was because I really liked the colorway. It was a flannel, and we're just in the right season for that. In my description, I put the keywords fall, autumn, winter, handsome, thick, soft, lumberjack, cotton everyday, staple piece, and cowboy. When it comes to men's flannel shirts that are plaid, I usually put the keyword lumberjack in there just because I feel like it's a great keyword to use for pieces like this. I bought this from a Desert Industries thrift store for $7. It sold for $25, my full asking price, and I made $13, and this only took 47 days to sell. So not too bad at all. Would pick that up again. Next thing is this World Market black colorful boho whimsy goth floral beautiful maxi dress size large to extra large. This was getting a ton of attention on Depop. It almost sold there, but someone bought it on Poshmark first. I accepted a $20 offer. In my description, I put the keywords flowy, modest, puff sleeve, wide sleeve, short sleeve, festival, pretty, whimsical, romantic, and I also included that the material makeup was 100% rayon. I bought this dress from the Goodwill outlet for $3. It sold for $20. I think I listed it for $28 originally, and I did accept that $20 offer because sales were slow the past couple of weeks. And so I made $13 profit, and this only took 20 days to sell. I loved that this was a maxi length and the beautiful fall colors of the leaves and stuff. I mostly got this because of the style, not the brand, but I believe World Market, their stuff can sell well. If it's like a specific piece like the dress I sold. Next, I sold this Arc'teryx. Arc'teryx is definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. It has an excellent sell-through rate, although this men's button-up did take a little longer to sell than I would have liked. This is an Arc'teryx men's gray, white plaid, hidden snap button-up long shirt, size large. In my description, I put the keywords casual, everyday, outdoor, and activity. I bought this men's button-up shirt for $2 because I got it from the Goodwill outlet, and I sold it for $35. Comps on eBay for this particular shirt were like $50 to $55, but I only got $35 for it. And this took several months to sell for me. Would pick this up again though. I love Arc'teryx. It's like one of my favorite brands to resell of all time, but it is kind of rare to come across, in my opinion. Next thing to sell is this Anthropologie silver metallic full zip outdoor workwear puffer vest, size extra large. I cannot pass up Anthropologie ever. Like, I have such a hard time passing up Anthropologie, whether it's at the Goodwill outlet or the regular thrift store. In my description, I put the keywords futuristic, neutral, winter, comfy, layering, trendy, turtleneck, mock neck, leisure, and stylish. I also got this little sentence from, I believe, an old Anthropologie listing. This is sold out by now, but I was able to get some great stock photos of women who had styled this puffer vest cutely. I bought this at a Deseret Industry thrift store for $6. I sold it for $22, and so my profit is $11.60. I was hoping to get more like $30 to $35, but I did accept that $22 offer because sales have been slow, like I said, and this took 64 days to sell, so not bad at all. Would pick that up again. Like I said, I cannot say no to Anthropologie. Next thing to sell is a pair of shoes. This is a pair of Piccolino's Lagos women's black leather sneaker tennis shoes, size 37 or size 6.527. In my description, I put the keywords side zip, which I misspelled. I put size zip, lace up, casual, neutral, quality, everyday, and comfortable. Piccolinos is, I've heard people can sell Piccolinos for like $40 to $60, but that has not been my case. I only sold this pair of shoes for $27, but I did get it from the Goodwill outlet. These were essentially in brand new condition, so whoever bought them got a great deal. Bought them for $3, sold for $27, like I said, and so my profit is $18.60, and these took 179 days to sell, so longer than I would have liked, but I do believe I've heard other people say that Piccolinos can sit for them. Definitely pick these up again. I thought they were a really cute style. These actually had a lot of interest on Mercari. I like to tell you guys where they also had interest, just if you're curious. It's something I like to include. Here's another pair of shoes that I sold. This is a New Day black faux leather chunky sole tall ankle Chelsea boots, size 6. In my description, I put goth, punky, edgy, neutral, flexible, cute, and back to school. I would have never picked these up, but I thought they were Nike because they have a Nike insole. It tricked me. So I bought them from the Goodwill outlet thinking they were Nike. Turns out they're just a New Day, which is a Target brand, and I think these retailed for like $40 to $45. So I only listed them for $15. After Prime Lister sent out its offer, they sold for $13. I paid $4 for these because they were a little bit heavier, and I made $6.05 profit. So it is what it is, and these took 122 days to sell. Would not pick these up again, but like I said, I thought they were Nike. I've done that so many times, or just a couple times, where I thought a pair of shoes was a different brand than it actually was because the person put in a different brand's insole. It's trickery to me. All right, this next thing to sell is this Orvis black outdoor hiking workwear puffer quality mock neck zip up vest, size extra large. I do like picking up the brand Orvis, but it definitely depends on the piece. I liked that this was a men's piece and it was a size extra large. In my description, I put the keywords hiking, camping, layering, warm, winter, turtleneck, extra pocket, and neutral. I got this from the Goodwill outlet, paid $3. I had this listed, I think, for $35 or $32. I did accept a $22 offer, and so my profit is $14.60, and this only took 27 days to sell. Would definitely pick this item up again. This listing, I put Democracy Blue Denim Straight Leg Raw Hem Jeans Absolution Technology size 8 as my title. I do no longer pick up Democracy in sizes less than size 12, just because it's not really a trendy pair of jeans. Like, it doesn't have the same customer base in smaller sizes, and so I bought these these back when I didn't have that knowledge in my head. And democracy has to be the ab technology or the ab solution, because I've actually recently bought just the democracy jeans that don't have that elastic waistband, and they just don't have the same following. For these particular pair of jeans, I put in my description the keywords denim, casual, laid back, school, relaxing, minimalist, versatile, tummy control, and snatched, which is kind of a funny keyword. I bought these, I think, from the Goodwill outlet. I put my cost of goods as $2.50. They sold for $20, and my profit is $13.50. And these took 159 days to sell. I think I would actually pick up democracy in smaller sizes from the bins, though, because the cost of goods is so low. Next, I sold these whole Hawn black leather classy minimalist contemporary wedge ankle boots, size 9B. In my description, I put shiny, classic, neutral, almond toe, going out, date night, sexy, fall, quality, and goth. I bought these, I believe, from a Desert Industries thrift store for $5. I think I had them listed for $42. Someone originally sent me an offer of like $24, which I declined or I countered or something. And then a few days later, I got a $27 offer, which I did accept. My profit is $16.60, and these only took 34 days to sell. I did pick these up because they were in like brand new condition and thought they were really sexy, sleek, and minimalistic, and also contemporary. And Cole Haan has become one of my favorite brands to sell. Honestly, I know it doesn't sell for everyone, but Cole Haan shoes have a place in my heart. Next thing to sell are these Nike women's all court white burrow low sneaker trainers tennis shoes, size 7.5. I'm realizing as I'm going through my sales that I didn't have like so many amazing or even a couple amazing high dollar sales, but I had some pretty solid bread and butter sales like this pair of Nikes. In my description for this pair of shoes, I put the style tags spell out because that is important when it comes to name brands like Nike or brands that are recognizable. So I put spell out, neutral, back to school, everyday, sporty, tennis core, and athleisure. I bought these from a Calvary thrift store, I believe. Paid $5. They sold for $25. I made $15, and these took 134 days to sell. When I originally bought these, they were dirty, and so I did have to run them through the washer. I took the laces out and put them on no spin, and I was able to brighten them. This next thing to sell is this Timberland Earthkeepers brown handsome suede lace-up ankle chukka boots, size 8.5. I love selling Timberland around this time of year. Timberland just has a following. These were in excellent condition. In my description, I put preppy, college teacher, business casual, neutral, work, and quality. I believe I bought this from the Goodwill outlet. I paid $5. Listed these for $40. They sold for $34. And so my profit is $22.20, which is awesome. And these took 65 days to sell. We definitely pick these up again. I loved how brand new they looked. They were just in excellent pre-owned condition. Next thing to sell is a bra. I love selling bras, especially when I bought them for $1 to $2 at the Goodwill outlet. This is a Bali light blue, lacy padded, adjustable, feminine, coquette bra, size large. And in my description, I put neutral, everyday, soft, quality, sexy, and wireless. When it comes to bras, I always make sure to include if the bra is padded or not padded, if it's adjustable or not, and if it has a underwire or not, because those are specific things women look for in bras. I know that I do. I paid $2 for this bra, sold for $16. My profit is $10.80. This bra took only 26 days to sell. We only have 3 more sales to go through, you guys. We have almost made it to our final destination. So this is actually a pretty high dollar sale. This is a Danner Tan brown grouse 8 in lace up insulated work hunting boots, size 11. Danner is a great men's boots. I don't know if they only sell boots, but it's a great men's boots, shoes, brand to be on the lookout for. These did have quite a bit of wear, but the sole was in excellent condition. They were just a little bit dirty, and there was obviously some major wearing down of the leather. I got a ton of information and this paragraph from Danner's site directly, so I didn't add any of my own keywords because they covered it in that description. I listed these for $50 because they retail, I think, for like $3.50. And if a working man's going to be buying them, I don't think they care that they're worn, there's wear to the leather, because the Vibram sole was still in excellent condition. I love when things have Vibram soles. It just automatically adds quality. And I just recognize that maybe I should look up the brand or, just get it because of the Vibram sole, because Vibram soles are great. I bought this pair of boots from the Goodwill outlet, paid $8 and sold for $50, like I said. So my profit is $32. And these only took 12 days to sell, which is so great. I love that it was a full price sale too, and that Prime Lister didn't have a chance to send out my however much discount it is when someone likes my items. This next sale is this Anne Klein women's navy blue work to casual open long cardigan, size medium. In my description, I put the tags: layering throw on, long sleeve career clothes, teacher neutral, quiet luxury, mature, business casual, interview duster, career wear, workwear, versatile, and feminine. I bought this because even though Anne Klein is a terrible brand, I would never pick it up to resell unless it was a style-based piece. That's why I got this piece, because it was a style-based piece. It was like a cardigan, but it was like ribbed knit. And so I thought it was perfect from going to the office to casual. But I just think that it wasn't a well-known brand. I think I got this from the Goodwill outlet, but on my sheet, it says my cost of goods is $5. So maybe I picked it up from a regular thrift store. Actually, no, I think I actually got this from a Revived Thrift Boutique when I went to that clear out sale. So I do believe I paid $5 for this. It only sold for $10. My profit is $2.05, and this took 225 days to sell. So glad to have that out of my closet. Very last sale to go through is a sale that shocked me, but I am a sucker for denim jackets and denim dresses, like I've said previously, because people just look out for them. They're a really great closet staple to have. This is a Venchi woman's blue vintage denim jean jacket, distressed button, size large. In my description, I put the keywords: vintage, versatile, 80s, 90s, Y2K, celeb style, streetwear, chic, cute, denim on denim, Brazil, festival, and country. I said that there was some small yellowing behind the neck area, but you couldn't see it when it was being worn. I love the distressed details on this. And this looks like it was either vintage or maybe it wasn't vintage, but G is Brazilian sizing. And I didn't know what that was. So I just put it as a size large based on measurements. I believe I picked this up from the Goodwill outlet, paid $3, sold for $22, had it listed for $25. And then after Prime Lister sent out its offer, it sold for $22. My profit is $14.60, and this took 168 days to sell, but I would pick this up again, probably only from the Goodwill outlet though. Anyway, that is all my sales. Thanks for sticking through it with me.
All right, guys, somebody just started their lawnmower and it's right across my street, so you're gonna hear that in the background, but I wanted to end this what sold video and just take a moment to say thank you so much for watching. Sales have definitely been slow for me. I've seen an uptick in boot selling, so I'm definitely gonna keep my eye out for boots specifically when I look in the shoe section at thrift stores and when I come across shoes at the Goodwill outlet, and try to focus on boots mostly. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully. Bye.